Every year, motorcycle riders fire up their Harleys and ride from Los Angeles to Washington, D.C. The ride is called Run for the Wall, and the purpose of it is to honor the nation's military veterans. Gary Burd is with a ministry called Mission M4v, and he's the senior chaplain for the ride, and he joins us now to tell us all about it. Welcome, Gary.
Thanks for having us today,
Yeah,
Mark.
thanks for your time today. We appreciate it. Now, Mission M4v, it's a ministry that reaches out to all kinds of groups, including bikers. You went on the Run for the Wall ride a few years ago and saw a need. Tell us about that.
Yeah, in 2005, I went halfway across the country, and I saw that there was all kinds of organizations out there thanking the veterans, honoring the soldiers. And, of course, our mission is to hold our country accountable for POWs and MIAs. And so as I was coming across, I saw the church was not out visually saying thank you. And so we began to ask God for a direction to make a difference on Run for the Wall.
And what exactly does Run for the Wall mean?
Well, it's a run from California all the way to D.C. That just means we're running to the Vietnam Wall all the way across this country.
All the way to the Vietnam Wall.
Yes.
Okay. And so you are now the group's senior chaplain. Talk about the ministry, first of all, the spiritual ministry you've been able to do among the riders. Because at first, you guys weren't welcome, were you?
No, it wasn't real good at the beginning. But the Lord gave us the words, be a light, not a mouth. And we wear this slogan, Bol Nam, on all of our vests. And we believe that they should ask us to pray for them. So spiritually, we just go out, we serve them water. We serve about 13,000 bottles of water and sports drink all the way across the country. Then we pick up motorcycles and wrecks and people and take them to the hospitals and pray with them and connect them with their families. And so we do a lot of things just in service. Matthew 5:14 through 16. We just being a service to them. And then I actually had one guy ask me, he says, I asked him, I said, what's wrong? And he said, well, I had so much bitterness in me from when I came back from Vietnam, and it's eating me up. And the short of the story is, I just asked him, what can I do to help you? And he said, would you pray for me?
Wow. And
I said, when? He said, right now. And this last year, when I got to Los Angeles, he picked me up, hugged me, and they call me Shepherd. Yeah. And he says, Shepherd, I'm free. Thank God I'm free from the bitterness.
Praise God.
So
that's what it's all about.
It is. It is.
Well, the group also did a ride in Israel a year or so ago to honor IDF veterans. Do you plan to do that again?
Yes, we do. We plan on going this October, 21 through 31. And we take these little bandanas and we hand it to all of the soldiers. We handed about 1,200 of them out. And when the recent battle down in the Gaza Strip happened, I got emails saying we're holding on to our bandana because that bandana has the soldier's prayer both in Hebrew and in English on it. And so we handed those out, just loved on those soldiers. Mark, one of the incredible things was that we had the privilege of standing with Orthodox Jews, secular Jews, Arabs, all people, IDF soldiers, us as Christians in black leather in front of the Western Wall. And we broke bread together, took the wine, and then we had a Christian prayer. It just blew that nation away.
Wonderful.
Just an incredible
wonderful
opportunity.
Well, overall now, how is your message, your ministry of Jesus Christ being received by the veterans and the riders?
You know, they embrace us so much now. You know, it was just a few that were so offended because that they weren't welcomed by the church and by anybody back when they came home. And we are so embraced and so loved on Run for the Wall, and we have so much opportunity to minister to them out there. And, you know, out of this whole thing has come a thing that we went to Canada this last year and stood with the Jews there, rode our motorcycles. The motorcycles are like a spear head, and they just break open the walls, and we can go in, share our heart. That's what they're needing. They don't need another story. Sure. They just need our heart.
That's right.
And we stood on Parliament Hill and prayed a Christian prayer that there would never be a Holocaust again. Wow. And we're going to do that again in Dallas this year.
Wonderful. We commend your efforts. Gary Burd with Mission M4v. Thanks again for being with us.
Thanks for having us.
All right. God bless you,
God
sir.
bless you.
And you can find out more about Gary and what he's doing by going to our website, of course, at cbnnews.com.